Welcome back. Follow Reclaiming the City on social media and support to get updates on this campaign and others. Photographer Jonny Miller uses drones to capture aerial photographs of cities to show the disparities between the rich and the poor. The project is called Unequal Scenes. We will be showing a series of areas he has shot around Cape Town over the next few weeks. We sat down with Jonny to find out more about the man behind the project and where he foresees it going.
Hi, my name is Jonny Miller. I'm a photographer, and I created the Unequal Scenes project. Unequal Scenes is an exploration of inequality through drone footage. So basically what I've done is I've flown a drone above various cities looking at how the architecture of the city lends itself to economic inequality. I started this project because I moved to Cape Town in 2012, and I immediately noticed that the city was very unequal. I noticed that there was a lot of architecture built into the city's fabric that kept people apart from one another. So when I got the drone last year, I decided that it would be interesting, to say the least, to fly above it, because from ground level perspective, it's difficult to see these inequalities. It's difficult to see the separation. But when you fly above the city, everything changes, and you get a completely different perspective, a completely new perspective on the way that the city's laid out. So I came to Cape Town to study anthropology at the University of Cape Town. So I already had an awareness of cultural issues or social issues, I suppose. But it was really through the African Center for Cities, which is headed up by a guy named Edgar Petirci. And he is amazing. And the African Center for Cities is doing a lot of work on spatial segregation and the apartheid city, or the post-apartheid city in South Africa. So I was inspired to use my academic background mixed with my creative skills as a photographer to try to generate or produce something new about this idea of inequality. I just saw it as this glaring, obvious problem in the way that the city was set up. The part of the hope for Unequal Scenes was that it was going to spur people to talk around the dinner table, to want to go out and meet people who live on the other side of the divide, to break down the fear about what those people look like and where they live and what they do, and try to just get a dialogue going, get a discourse going to hopefully solve these problems. But my hope for the project, my big hope for the project, is that it encourages policymakers specifically to speed up the policy that's necessary to change essentially the way that the cities look. Some of the cool things that have come out of the project have been the worldwide attention to it as well. So pretty much every country in the world has published the photos. People have been very receptive and received it very well. I've been fortunate enough to go on and do the project in Nairobi, in Mexico City, and also in Mumbai, India. And then later this year, I'm going to Brazil and America to document those inequalities in those countries. So it's relevant. It's not just a South African story. It's very relevant to the world and our sort of position in time and space in 2017. But it has an extra special resonance, I think, in South Africa, coming so soon after the end of apartheid, seeing where we are coming from and how little we've actually changed since 1994.